Reducing remittance costs are a vital element of the financing for development strategy. It has been incorporated as a target in the SDGs and the Addis Ababa Action Agenda. In this presentation, I will describe the rationale for this target, the current state of affairs, and means to achieve the target through regulatory, technology, and policy measures. To begin, let us first listen to a first hand account of Patrick Kabanda as he vividly describes the community level impact of the remittances he and others send.
So I know I send money back home now and then, but I know people who are actually doing way greater sending money. Some people have families they left back, they send money to children to go to school fees, money for school fees, and do all sorts of things. But some people have clan responsibilities. As a friend of mine said, actually every African or someone they know from back home is a mini NGO. They do more to build communities than actually even some organizations are doing.
Unlike most domestic resources, FDI or ODA, remittances sent by migrants reach households directly. Research shows that remittances help households cope with adverse circumstances and contribute to improved development outcomes at the grassroots. For instance, remittances have a positive impact on schooling and healthcare. A recent study to be featured in the forthcoming World Bank World Development Report shows that remittances contribute to household IT adoption in Africa. In terms of volume, remittances to developing countries at $435 billion are about 4 times ODA. But global average remittance costs for developing countries are around 8%. Sub-Saharan Africa received around $33 billion in remittances in 2014. Yet, Africa has the highest remittance costs of about 10%. This effectively translates into a $3 billion super tax on African households. Let's again listen to Patrick to get a sense of what hardships this entails.
Like some of us who send money to multiple parties, everyone will tell you, oh, you know what, can you send me the money individually to me, or send the money where I can pick up that money. But what's interesting to note here is that there are costs of sending this money, the fees. If I'm going to send you $40, I still need to pay $10 for the fee to send this money. If I'm going to send $400, I still need to pay a fee of $10 also to send this money. So you will think that people will understand you need to combine this money and send it all together. So instead of paying, $10 or $40, you pay $10 to send the $440. So people back home sometimes don't realize that there's this issue of the fees. But also on their side, there is a fee, because when you send the money, they need to go pick it up, get in a moped or get in a taxi to go to the station where they need to pick that money up. And of course, with the things going on, this doesn't come. It ends up being much more than just your own fee you sent. Yeah.
In view of the apparent development gains that could be achieved by reducing remittance costs, both the SDGs and the Addis Ababa Action Agenda have incorporated this as a target. The broad aim is to reduce remittance costs to less than 3% and eliminate corridors with costs higher than 5%. The potential gain from this could be as high as $20 billion in resources flowing directly to developing country households. So, what can be done to achieve this? Recently, anti money laundering regulations increased regulatory burdens. It has resulted in many banks closing their corresponding banking relationships with money transfer operators. This has increased costs and made transfers through formal channels very difficult. Those framing regulations need to appreciate that small amounts sent to households are unlikely to be money laundering. A lighter touch approach for small amounts, say below $1,000, is the need of the hour. Significant gains in cost reduction can also be achieved by harnessing existing technologies, including mobile money transfer and blockchain technology, such as BitPesa, the money transfer arm of Bitcoin. While these systems already exist in domestic transfer markets, their use in cross border transfers needs encouragement and regulatory clarity. Also, it is necessary to increase competition and remove exclusivity contracts between large operators and post offices. Thus, with smart regulation, use of new technology, and greater competition, this target of 3% remittance costs can be achieved.